Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well and safe at your places. So students, in this class we'll be starting with the new topic. But before starting with the topic and before beginning with the class, I would like to ask you some questions, and first you have to answer those questions and then we will start with the topic. Okay? So first here I have pasted one graph for you. So you have to observe this graph and you have to tell me what will you able to depict from this graph. Yes, students. Yes, so it's a graph related to literacy rate in India. So you have to tell me like what do you think the literacy rate from 1951 till 2011 it has been increased or decreased? Yes. Yes, we can say that it is increased. So now tell me why there is a high rate of literacy in men as compared to the women. Like we can see here, the literacy rate of the male are more as compared to the females. Like in every year, the female literacy rate is less. So what do you think? What was the reason for this? Yes, because we know that in our society, the women are not being able to, like they do not get chance to uh, to get education, and also the mostly the because of the historical and cultural background, we can say that the male section of the society they are getting the education and they are working in the field, whereas women are not giving the opportunity to get proper education because they are mostly confronted within the four walls, and also they are because society they tell women to like do household work only and not to do the other works. So we can say that there are lot many factors which are responsible for the like the lack of development for the women in the education sector. So we can say that one factor is the society, the mentality of the people, and also because of some stereotype that is availing in our society. So in today's class we'll be talking about the education and health system of India, and we will see like what kind of education system at present are we have in India and what kind of health system we have in India. And we will also do a little comparison between the past time, like how it has been changed over the past few years. Okay, so now first you have to tell me like how we can develop or how we can develop education in the like if we want to do something for the women, like they can also develop in the education sector. So what things we can do in such area so that the education sector also developed in India, and the women especially they are also engaged and they will also get opportunity to get education, and we can also provide good education to women also. So what steps we can do in such manner? Yes. Yes, one thing is there, like we can aware or we can aware people that it is important for girls also to get education. We can aware people or the parents of the girls. What else? Yes, we can establish schools in the remote area also. Yes, yes, we can also like the government can also start some schemes in which we can provide free or education at a very less fee, so that the women can also they can also join the school, or the financial weak section they can also join the school, and the literacy rate will be improved of our country. What else we can do in such things? Yes, we can also start some like government scheme, and also we can give examples to the people of the from the background, like they are having the background very like poor background, so we can give examples of the great Indian women so that we can help them to know that how education can change the life of a girl also, and how it is very much important in nowadays that every person of a country will be more educated, and every person for the country will get proper education for the development of the country. So we can give examples for that. Okay, so now we will see that what kind of literacy rate, as we have discussed different things that we can do in order to improve the education sector of the India. So now we will see that how much literacy rate is there in India. So literacy means the literate people, the people who are educated in India. So we will see in that. So literacy rate has increased from 1951 to 1981, sorry, 2010 and 11. So from 1951 to till 2011, the literacy rate has been increased from 18% to 74%. So this is a huge difference that from the past few years, the literacy rate has been increased. Now in India, people are getting education. Every person is getting education because they know that how much education is, like how much importance education have in our lives. So now the literacy rate of India is increased from 1951 to 2011. So but the male literacy rate of India is 16.6% higher than the female literacy rate. So nowadays also we can see that the male literacy rate, that the male person of society, they are more educated as compared to the female member of the societies, and it is having the difference of 16.6%. So urban literacy rate is 16.1% higher than the that of the rural areas. So in urban areas we have more educated people, and in rural areas we are having less educated people. And urban areas having 16.1% more literacy rate as compared to the rural area. So literacy rate is in Kerala is 94%. So in terms of literacy rate, so Kerala is having the highest literacy rate with 94%. So we can say that in Kerala, every woman or every person is educated, and they are getting a good quality of education, and that is why the literacy rate of Kerala is highest in India, that is 94%. Whereas in Bihar, it is 62% according to the 2011 census. So Bihar is having the lowest, or we can say the very less literacy rate as compared to Kerala. It is just 62% of literacy rate in India. So what do you think? What is the difference between, like, why there is a like being a part of one country? Why there is a difference between the literacy rate in one part? Like in Kerala, we are having so much literacy rate, and in Bihar, we are having less literacy rate. So what do you think? What was the reason for this? Yes. Yes. So because of the mentality of the people and because of the development of the state, so because of that things, the people or the, like the mentality of the people. So in Bihar, we can say that the people are having the mentality that it is not important for every girl to get education. Whereas in Kerala, the mentality of the people are now being developed as per the time changes. So within so because of the society or because of the development of the people mind, so the literacy rate is being there is a variation between the literacy rate of Kerala and Bihar. Now moving forward, so now there is one scheme, as we have discussed, that we, the government can initiate different schemes for the development of the education sector. So in India we have one scheme that has been launched by the government, so that is SSA, which is also known as Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. So this Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, it is the elementary. In this, elementary education is given to all the children in the age group of 6 to 14 years. So it is like the basic aim of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan is to give education, elementary education, to all the children up to the age of 6 to 14 years for free. So this Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan scheme, it has been initiated by the central government. So you have to remember this that it is being started by the central government, and it is been partnership with the state and local government. So first it has been started by the central government, then it is also being like launched by the state government in its particular state, and then at local level also the scheme is being availed in India. So its basic aim is to achieve the goal of universalization of elementary education, that every student is able to, like, they can get free education up to the age of 6 to 14, and elementary education that is from 1st to 8th. So this is the basic aim or goal of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. So now moving forward, so now tell me, what will you do? Like we have discussed one scheme that is related to Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. So if you are given the opportunities that you have to start a different scheme for the development of education sector in India, or for the development of women in the education sector. So what do you think? What different scheme will you launch as a government that will help women to get proper education for the like proper education in India? Yes. Yes, one is that we can start a midday meal. Okay. What else? Yes, we can give free education to a single girl child. Free education to single girl child. And what else? Yes, we can also give. Yes, we can also start it like the government for. We can also start government schools for the like government school for girls, in which we can enroll the girls free of cost, and then we can charge some little money. Yes, very good, students. So we can like we can say that we can start or we the government can launch different schemes so that the literacy rate can also be increased, and the women in the literacy rate or women in the education sector can also get proper opportunity and also get proper chance to get a good quality of education in India. So we can start different scheme related to that so that the literacy rate of India can be increased at a overall rate. So now here I have some questions for you to test your understanding. So which state has 63% literacy rate? Is it Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh or Bihar? So you have to choose the correct answer here. So what will be the answer here? Yes. Yes, very good, students. So here the answer will be Bihar, that is D. So now Dash has the highest literacy rate in India. So which state is having the highest literacy rate? Yes, very good. So Kerala is having the highest literacy rate. Very good, students. So now moving forward. So now student, here I have pasted certain pictures for you. So observe this picture and tell me what will you able to observe here. Yes, yes, it's a bus on which it is written books on wheel. Yes, one lady is teaching in the bus. Yes, and classroom in the bus. Yes, very good. So student, here basically, so this is a scheme that is being initiated by the people of New Delhi. So what they are doing, they are like they have a proper bus that is named as books on wheel, in which one teacher or this bus it is being it visit different slum areas like from 10 to 20, 10 to 15 slum areas in a day, and for 2 hours they are teaching one particular each like one particular slum people, like the children of the slum area. So they are like they are visiting different slum area in one particular day, and in that slum area they stop the bus for 2 hours and they teach those slum area children and they provide good education to them, and they provide like they do different cultural activities also so that the skill of the student can also increase. So it's a very good initiative for the development of education sector in India. So now tell me what other things we can do in order to like in order to develop education sector or education sector literacy rate in slum area. So what can we do in such a case? Yes, students. Yes, very good. So we can develop schools in those area or near to those areas where these slum area children can also enroll themselves and they get proper education and free education in those schools. So we have to establish different schools in slum area also so that the slum area can also be developed and the education of our country will be also like the education sector of our country will also be improved. So now student observe this table and tell me what will you able to depict from this table. Yes. So here, yes. So here the number of institution of higher education, enrollment and faculty. So now tell me, what do you think the number of university or the number of colleges has been increased from 1951 to 2012 or it is decreased? Yes, it's increased. Here we can see the number of colleges. It it has been increased from 2000 till 2012, and the number of university has also been increased from 1951 to 2012. So now we will be seeing the school and colleges condition in India. So the 11th plan of India, we can say that the 11th plan of India, it focuses to increase the enrollment in higher education of the 18 to 23 year age group up to the 15%. So like the 11th plan mainly focuses that they wanted to increase the enrollment of the student in the higher education, that is between the age group of 18 to 23, and they wanted to increase the enrollment up to 15%. Okay, so the strategies focuses on increasing access to quality of education, then adoption of state specific curriculum modification, then vocational education. So vocational education is related to which thing? Yes, it is related to the skill development training. So it focuses on the quality, adoption of state specific curriculum, vocational education, and use of information technology, or we can say that use of ICT. So now, apart from this, the plan also focuses on the distance education, so that the student can also get the online education from the far away university also, and they can also it also focuses on the IT education institution. So these are the plan, or these are the strategies that is being adopted in the 11th plan of India. So these are the features related to the school and colleges of India. So now, moving forward, so what do you think, what is the future of school and colleges of India? So what do you think, it will be going to increase, or it will be going to decrease, or it will become developed or underdeveloped? What do you think, what is the future of school and colleges of India? Yes, yes, very good, students. So we know that, as we have seen in the table also, like from 1951, like from 1951 to 2012, the number of colleges and university has been increased, because we know that as with the passage of time, the people are now getting more aware, and they are now getting the proper knowledge that how much education play a important role in our life. So as the people are more getting, like people are changing their mindset, and they are getting themselves enrolled into school and colleges. So as the population increases and they are starting getting the proper education, so we think that the school and colleges of India will be developed in the upcoming years, and also their number will be increased, because as population increases, their demand will be increases, so we need more school for enrolling them into their proper school. So for that, we need to establish more school and colleges for the population of India. So school and colleges of India will be developed in the upcoming years. So now, first tell me, what do you mean by the term vocational education here? Yes. Yes, very good. So vocational education means the education related to the skill development. Okay. So now second is enrollment in higher education increased by how many percentage? Is it 15, 16, 17, or 18? Yes. Very good, students. So it is 15%. So A is the right answer here. Now, moving forward. So now tell me, students. So do you think any firm would be induced to employ people who might be not work efficiently as a healthy worker because of his ill health? So suppose there is a one person, he is not a healthy person and he is not able to do work efficiently, whereas we have one person who do the work very properly and he is a healthy person. So what do you think, as a firm, which person you will be employing in your firm? Is it an unhealthy person or is it a healthy person? Yes. Yes, very good. So as a firm, like if I am running a firm, so I will definitely employ people who are having a good health, because I know if the people is having a good health, they will be able to perform the task at efficient manner, and also they will be earn profit for a company. Whereas an unhealthy person who is already is not well, so he will not be able to do work in efficient manner, and it will also affect the performance of the company, and it will also hamper the profit earned by the company. So now, according to this, after like seeing this, so now you have to observe this table and tell me what will be able to observe here. Yes. So yes, very good. So it's a health infrastructure all over the year. So we can say that in 1951, the every person, like from 1951 to 2010, the number of SC, PHC, and CHC. So these are being increased, and the number of dispensary and hospitals are also increased. The number of beds are increased. The number of doctors are increased, and the number of nursing personnel are also increased. Because as the population is increasing, the demand or the health of the population is also become a major problem or major concern. So that is why there is a huge development in the health sector of India also. So now we will see the health sector of India. So the health of a person helps him to realize his potential and the ability to fight illness. So if a person is a healthy person, he will be able to do, or he will be able to realize his potential, like what was his capabilities, in which sector he will be he can do good things, or he can realize his, or he can use his full potential. But and whereas in the a unhealthy person, a person who is not healthy, it will not able he will not able to do the work in efficient manner, because he is not having a proper stage of mind at that time, where he is unhealthy or he is suffering from any illness. An unhealthy person will become a liability for an organization. As we know that human resources or people as a resource is an asset for an organization, because he or she will earn money for the company, or he or she will be earn profit for the company in the future. But whereas unhealthy person, it will become liability, because we have to pay money for the person's health, like for the medical checkup we have to pay money. And also the unhealthy person, he cannot contribute in the development or for the making profit for the company, so he will be acting as a liability. Whereas our national policy aims at improving the accessibility of healthcare and family welfare and nutrition service. So our national policy related to health, it will be focusing on two things. So first one is improving the accessibility of healthcare, and second is family welfare and nutritional service. So over the last 5 decades, India has built up a vast health infrastructure and has developed manpower required in all the sectors. So from the past year, the health sector of India has been developed, and we are able to increase or develop the manpower in all sector, because we are having the healthy human beings, so it will be helpful in the development of manpower. So now student, we have known that over 800 hospitals, Jalandhar is Asia's biggest medicine hub. So in Jalandhar, we are having over the 800 hospitals, like 800 hospitals are there in Jalandhar. So now we have discussed that is one city is Jalandhar, where we have the which is also considered as the medical hub of Asia. So apart from Jalandhar, that is located in Punjab, so you have to locate different states. First, you have to locate the states that are having a good medical facilities, and you have to locate the states that are having poor medical facilities or health facilities. Yes. So very good students. So in good medical health facilities, we can say that Punjab is here, Maharashtra is there, Karnataka is there, then Kerala is there. So these metro cities or Delhi is also there. So these are the metro cities where we have a good healthcare facilities. Whereas in Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, so here we are not having the good medical facilities. Here we are having a poor healthcare center. So now you have to answer this question. So the first one is unhealthy people become asset for the country. Is this statement true or false? Yes. So this statement is false, because the unhealthy people will become the liability for the country, not the asset for the country. Okay. So now the second question is the health of the person helps him to realize his dash and dash to fight the illness. Yes. The health of the person helps him to realize his potential, and yes, what will be the second answer? Potential and skill to fight with the illness. Yes, very good students. So you have responded for both the questions correctly. So now let's quickly summarize what we have discussed. So firstly, we discussed about the education sector of India, that how the literacy rate has been increased from the past years. Then we have discussed about the condition of colleges and schools in India. Then we have studied about the healthcare system of India. So now first you have to tell me what was the motive, or what was the motive of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. Yes, to give free and compulsory education up to the age of 6 to 14 years, and to give free and compulsory education, elementary education to 6 to 14 years. Okay. So what can be done for the increase of literacy rate in different states? Yes, very good. So we can aware people about the importance of education. We can establish different school, and we can start different scheme also, so that the government will, so that the people of that state, they will be get their children enrolled in the school. So now, what is the main focus of 11th plan? Yes, to increase the enrollment in higher education from the age group of 18 to 32 by 15%. Okay. So now tell me, why unhealthy person become liability for the country? Yes, very good. Because he is not able to work efficiently for the for the country. That is why he is not able to use his potential because of his illness. So that is why he is not he is not able to earn money for the country. So that is why he will become liability for the country instead of asset. So now this is your homework. So you have to write a short note on the hospitals that are near to your own locality, and mention what quality of services they are offering to the people. And second is, you have to find out different schemes that have been implemented by the government to increase the literacy rate in India, and write a short on them. So you have to complete both the assignments, and you have to send it on my mail, or you can also WhatsApp me in our class group. So that's all from my side. Thank you, student, and we shall meet in the next class.